All right, welcome. I'm here today with a bunch of awesome yogis. They're gonna help me walk you guys through a Psoas flow. So about 15 minutes to stretch out your hip flexors. Specifically your psoas, which is one of your main hip flexors, attaches to your lumbar spine kind of through your pelvis, and it's our fight or flight muscle, or people call it the muscle of the soul. When you're stressed out or sitting a lot, it kind of crunches in. So for a lot of us, it's super tight. This is a great flow to do every day or whenever you feel like you need to open it up a little bit more. So you guys ready? All right, we'll start lying on our backs. Yeah, and then bend your knees. Place your feet on the outside edges of your mat and let your knees fall in toward each other. Perfect. You can have your hands by your sides or one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. Close your eyes. And let everything relax. So this is a nice position to get into because it gives your hip flexors a break. They're not holding on. Just notice how you're breathing. And begin to allow your breath to get a little bit deeper. A little bit louder. And if it's comfortable, shift to an ujjayi breath. So you're breathing in and out of your nose. Yeah, you're creating a really loud, audible, rhythmic breath. Often by tuning into our breath, we automatically slow it down. Check in with our body and let go of our head. But if you find that you're getting distracted, you can always check back in with your breath. Make sure it's nice and smooth, steady again. And take 2 more rounds of breath here. Gently blink your eyes open. Stay with your breath. Reach your arms over your head. Lengthen out through your legs. Like a big good morning stretch. Yeah, and find any wiggles through your fingers, your toes. Roll your wrists, your ankles. Maybe there's a little snap, crackle, pop going on. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, release through your low back. Yeah, if it feels good, rock side to side. You can even draw circles in the sky, hands on your kneecaps. In both directions. We're going to find our way to tabletop, so it's nice, hands behind your knees to rock and roll forward and back on your spine a couple times. Maybe pass through a seat or however you want to get into hands and knees position. Spread your fingers really wide. Stack your shoulders right above your wrists and your hips right above your knees. So if you need to adjust, feel free. Just a few rounds of cow and cat. So as you inhale, lift your tailbone, drop your belly, roll your shoulders back, look up to the sky. As you exhale, press into your hands, tuck your chin, and really round, try and hollow out. A few more like that. Inhale, drop your belly, shoulders back. Exhale, press and round. And then just let it flow. Find your rhythm, your pace. Let's do one more full cycle. Come to a neutral spine as you breathe in. Exhale to downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Notice what your down dog is like. Yeah, pedal out, get into your body a little bit. Maybe it's your first down dog of the day, the week, even the month. Maybe you've already started moving today and this is just a nice place to stretch out and check in. Bring your big toes together so your feet touch the back of your mat. Reach your right leg to the sky as you breathe in. And then open up your hip, bend your knee. Yeah, like a dog peeing in a fire hydrant. You can take some circles. Sometimes it's nice to draw with your knee. Bend and straighten out or roll your ankle. So good. Inhale, extend, point your toes down. Exhale, big step forward between your hands and drop your left knee down toward your mat. We'll reach both arms to the sky. And then really engage your navel to your spine so you're protecting your back. Try and send your left hip a little forward and then gently sink into your hips. So if you're doing a big back bend, we're not quite getting into the psoas as much. Really engage. Yeah, if there's somewhere else that feels better for your hands behind your back or on your thigh, feel free to do that. We've got 3 more good breaths. One more. Release your hands down. Keep your left hand on the ground. Reach your right arm to the sky for a little twist. You might feel comfortable staying here. If you want a little bit more on your hip flexors, right hand can reach back for your left foot. So the more you bend into your knee, you kind of roll onto the top of your thigh. Yeah. Pull it in as much as feels good. Open up your chest. Relax your shoulders out of your ears. One more full breath. Release your hand. Both hands come down to the ground. Lift your back knee. Take an inhale, look forward. Exhale, big step all the way up. Left foot meets your right. Lift halfway up, hands to your shins, chest out in front. Exhale, fold, relax your head and your neck down to the ground. Inhale, rise to standing, arms reach to the sky. As you exhale, standing back bend, bend your elbows, press your hips forward, keep lifting your belly button to your spine. Yeah, inhale, reach to the sky, stand tall. Exhale, dive forward. Halfway lift, breathe in, move your shoulders out of your ears. Exhale, fold, hands down, step back to a high plank upper push-up and hold there. Little shift forward as you inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows in. Inhale to up dog, slide your heart forward. We're gonna hold up dog, so take a little micro bend in your elbows, really roll your shoulders back. And then look over one shoulder and then the other. You might feel a little stretch through the front of your hips. Move a little side to side. Excellent. Back to center, breathe in. Exhale over your toes to downward facing dog. Any adjustments, any movement, take it always. Down dog is a nice place to check back in with your breath, kind of your home base, so see what it's like. Nice. Draw your big toes together to touch. Left leg to the sky, this time breathe in. Open up your hip, bend your knee, and same thing, any movements, bend and straighten. Maybe just holding the stretch feels really good. Extend your leg long, inhale, toes point down. Exhale, big step forward between your hands. This time, right knee drops down to your mat. Both arms lift to the sky. So again, find that setup, engage your core, relax your shoulders, and then feel free to sink a little bit deeper without taking too much of an arch or back bend. We'll take 2 more full breaths. Release your hands down, right hand will stay, left arm reaches up for a twist. Same option to stay here or find your back foot to take it even a little bit further. And slowly release if you have your foot. Both hands come down, lift your back knee, take an inhale, look forward. Exhale, use your core, big step all the way up. Halfway lift, chest reaches out in front. Exhale, fold, release your head and your neck. Rise to standing, arms to the sky. Exhale to a standing back bend. Again, you can bend your elbows. We're gonna hold here, or if it feels good, hands can come to your low back and kind of gently press your hips forward. Yes, so good. Keep lifting your belly button. Take 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Reach back to the sky, inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your palms. You can step back, move right into your chaturanga. If you want to hop back, feel free to play. Up dog as you inhale. Feel free to hold that, or if it feels good to go right back to down dog, use your exhale to lift up and over your toes. Reach your right leg to the sky, breathe in. Open up your hip, bend your knee, and then try flipping over for a wild thing. So right foot drops off your mat, reach your right arm forward, find lots of length, through your side body, the front of your waist, the front of your hip. And then carefully engage navel to spine, back to a down dog, splits, right leg extends long. Big breath in. Exhale, send your shin forward for pigeon. So right knee toward your right wrist, drop your foot next to your left hip, and then feel free to relax down into it. You can find a little bit of length. If it feels good, curl your hands out in front, go a little further. And then a nice way I like to get even deeper is to take a prayer twist in either direction. For me, I prefer to twist in the direction of the bent leg. So left arm will reach under, palms can come together, or you can extend your arms straight, whatever version feels good. Yeah, nice, Ashley. Keep breathing. Begin to unwind if you're twisting. Walk your hands back in. Tuck your back toes. Take your right leg to the sky. And then as you exhale, keep your leg extended or hovering. We're going to come forward and draw your right knee out to the side and lower onto your belly or your forearm. So it's a little bit awkward, Right forearm down. So it's almost like a half frog. Or I think someone I know calls this Tipsy frog. I'm not really sure why. Maybe Captain Morgan pose on your belly. So you can stay like this. Or if you want a little bit more, you can try and extend your leg out to the side if that feels okay. If it feels good, maybe hands extend. You can come all the way to your forehead. If not, just stay lifted. This is kind of funky enough. Full breaths. Always exploring if there's somewhere you want to go deeper or can breathe a little bit more into something. Always feel free. If you're stretched onto your belly, begin to walk back up. This is a little awkward to come out, so legs straight can go bent. Tuck your back toes. Press to downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. Take a breath in. And then exhale, just release your right foot down. We'll float left leg up, inhale. Open up your hip, bend your knee, and take it to your wild thing. Drop your foot, reach your left arm forward. Find that nice big stretch through your side. Try and breathe into your hip flexor. Excellent. Down dog splits with control. Extend your left leg long, breathe in. Exhale, send your shin forward, find your pigeon on this side. Extending your right leg behind you. So each side may feel a little bit different. You can stay upright, you can crawl in front. If it felt good on the other side, take a prayer twist, either arms extended or arms bent. Coming back to your strong, full breaths. Let's do 2 more inhale, exhales, big cycles. If you twist it, unwind, hands walk back in, tuck your right toes, send your left leg to the sky, inhale. And then we'll take it to our Tipsy frog. Shift forward. Knee comes out to the side. Come onto your belly, onto your hips. Forearms can come down. Again, feel free to explore extending your leg or stretching your arms out in front and relaxing all the way down. If you want to stay longer, you can. If you're extended, begin to walk back in. Come onto your hands. Tuck your back toes. Reach your left leg to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, release your left foot down next to your right. We'll lower onto our knees and take an easy camel pose. So come to stand on your knees. Hands to your low back. You really want to engage navel to spine to keep the protection of your low back core strong. So if your ribs want to puff out, see if you can draw them in. Press your hips forward, lift your heart, and just go as far back as feels good. I like my chin to stay tucked. Some people can breathe comfortably with their head back. If that's you, go for it. If you want to reach one hand to one heel and then the opposite hand to the other heel, you're welcome to. Yeah, and then keep breathing into your belly, into the front of your hips. And slowly, carefully find your way back out, back up. And come to a little child's pose. Knees can be wide or together. Arms stretch out in front. Relax your forehead down. Send your breath into your low back. Feel a sense of expansion as you inhale. And send your breath into your shoulders. Same sense of expansion. Always releasing tension, stress as you exhale. If you want to stay here a little bit longer, you certainly can. 15 minutes goes by really quickly. If you feel ready to release, you can walk your hands in, find a little seat on your feet or on your butt. And take hands together in front of our heart. Eyes closed or open, just acknowledge yourself for moving, breathing. We'll bow our heads, little mini namaste. All right, you guys feel okay? Awesome.